Welcome to the Catholic Apostolate Center's Blogcast series. Today's episode is titled, From Servants to Servitude, Aloysius Gonzaga, written by Alex Cranstoun and read by Patrick Hyland. Go, Gonzaga, Gonzaga. In recent memory, the basketball arena at Gonzaga University has been filled with that chant every season. Students and alumni alike gather together to celebrate their team, especially in March. People are excited, as they should be. Gonzaga is a Jesuit university in Spokane, Washington, that is very well known for its basketball team. Every time they've made it to March Madness, there are always some commentators who ask, is it pronounced Gonzaga, Gonzaga, or Gonzaga? It's the latter, by the way. While Gonzaga is a great university and a great team, something that is often overlooked about the university is the great man for whom it is named. A man who, assuredly, would find it madness how many people are chanting his name every March. St. Aloysius Gonzaga, or Luigi, was born in Spain to an aristocratic family. As the firstborn son, Luigi was raised to eventually inherit the entirety of his father's fortune. Everything provided for him already, he was not required to work for a living. Instead, he was sent to the royal court at age 10 to prepare for a life in the aristocracy. Yet, while serving the court, he saw the ways of nobility, filled with backstabbing, sex, and so many more things, and they seemed to him disgusting and vile. Exposed to and repulsed by these things, he vowed to God to never sin again. Little Luigi began to read in the family chapel at court about the lives of the saints. At the age of 11, he read a book about the Jesuits, who brought the gospel to India. Luigi felt invigorated. He, too, wanted to bring the good news to India or Africa with the Jesuits. Even with the aristocracy all attempting to convince him to stay, and his father threatening violence, Luigi left home at 17 to go to Rome and join the Society of Jesus. 6 years later, he was dead. Luigi had been sent on mission, but not to India or Africa, or even anywhere outside of Italy. He died after being sent to help the people, plague-ridden and dying, on the streets of Rome. While he was never ordained a priest, the epic journey of preaching the gospel that Aloysius Gonzaga had dreamed about as a child did happen for him on the streets of his adopted home. Although young Luigi dreamed of serving the Lord in faraway, impoverished nations, the Lord showed him that even the people right outside of our windows need the gospel. When we strive to live the gospel, we must ask ourselves, have I shown the love of Christ to those around me? To my housemates and family members? To my neighbors a couple doors down? To those in my community? Not all missionary disciples are called to board a plane and serve abroad. Wherever our vocation takes us, we are called to be missionaries of Christ throughout our daily lives. Aloysius Gonzaga was beatified 14 years after his death for his heroic virtue, which he demonstrated through his chosen life of simplicity and trust in the Lord. Maybe it is appropriate that we chant his name every year, and maybe we can all imitate the Gonzaga who gave up his servants to be one himself.